Hi, guys. Welcome to Cambridge Veritas. My name is Krishna Triya. You can call me Krish. I'm your IELTS trainer and expert and a teacher trainer here at Cambridge Veritas. You must have seen what this lesson is about. This lesson is all about IELTS grammar. And in this lesson, I'm going to be telling you when do you use ing with a word and when do you simply say to with a word. For example, do you say, I went shopping? Do you use ing with it? Or do you say, I went to shop? You're not using ing here, but you're basically suggesting that you went outside to buy things, not to a particular shop. Oh God, it's so confusing. To avoid all of this confusion, we have today's lesson. So without further ado, let's get started. In this lesson, we're going to be working together. I will ask a lot of questions. So if you're only a visitor, I'm sure, I'm afraid it may not help. But if you want to belong and if you want to really understand the concept, you have to participate with me. That means you can either write your answers on a rough sheet and virtually talk with me through this camera or through your device, or you can put your comments down in the comments box below as well. That'll help as well. So whichever you prefer, whichever you feel more convenient with. So let's get started. First of all, I'm going to show you two sentences to test your understanding of the concept. All right. So have a look at sentence number one. There are two options. I just managed to avoid hitting the car in front of me. So, okay, avoid hitting. Okay. I just managed to avoid to hit. So, what is right? Avoid hitting or avoid to hit? And I know you must have also gone through this troublesome affair in your head. Oh my God, what is it? Is it to hit or is it hitting? Because both seem right. And who really cares about these teeny weeny rules related to grammar? Examiners do. And that's why we have today's lesson. The correct answer is put your answers in the comments in the comments below or on a rough sheet, whichever you prefer. Are you ready to see the correct answer? Don't just do it in your head. You have to participate. Remember, don't just watch, belong. Correct answer is A, avoid hitting. We always use after avoid. It is such a verb. It is such verb that after this we always use ing with the next word. But are there other words like that? There are, and that's what today's lesson is about. In this lesson, I will show you all the list of words that you should keep in mind, at least the preliminary list, because otherwise there could be millions of words, but at least the most common ones that you've got to ought to keep in mind to avoid making such mistakes. I have another version for you, but this one is easier. So what do we say? I want telling you a little about myself, or is it I want to tell? This one's a little bit basic, and you should automatically know what the correct answer is. If you are intermediate and above in English, the correct answer is apparently B. Yep. All right. So what do we have to do now? What do we do? We're going to play a very interesting game. I want to show you what that is. First of all, let's clarify what the concept is. So today's concept is around two important things. Number one, there are two combinations that exist in English. Number one, whenever you see with a word there is to that is written, and then the word is written, it can be any word. Any word. Let's call it V1. V1 stands for first form of the word. For example, write, dance, speak, learn, anything. So it's called the first form of the word. We call them infinitives. Once again, what do we call them? Repeat after me. Infinitives. However, if you remove this to and if you add ing rather, so for example, any word in English and you add ing with it, we call them gerunds. One more time, what do we call them? We call them gerunds. And that's what today's lesson is all about. First of all, we will look at this. We will look at the infinitive forms of the word. Now, The most important moment of the lesson has arrived. I will show you a list of words. With those words, you never use ing after it. What I'm trying to say is look at these words. Whenever you use these words in English language, repeat after me: ask, afford, decide, keep repeating, deserve, help, hope, learn, offer, prepare, promise, refuse, seem, want, and would like. What do you do? What is the rule? With these words in English language, whenever you say anything next, you always use to with it. Remember that always. And then that word comes, whatever that word is. For example, decide to do, help to learn, not help learning, help to learn, hope to finish, not I hope finishing the assignment, I hope to finish the assignment. So the rule is after these words, always use to and then the base form of the word. What is the meaning of V1? It means the first form, the present form. Learn, dance, speak. That's called the base form of the verb. Got it? If you've understood this, give me a big heart in the comments below and like the lesson if you've understood this part. Just make sure that you learn this list. This list is the celebrity of this lesson today. Okay? Let me show you some examples. Some examples are summer seems not arriving, seems to arrive. Can you see we're using this formula? We are using the word seem, and after this, we are using to. Seems to arrive, not seems arriving. Very important. Seems to arrive later and later. I want to learn how to drive. And most people would like to have more money. Not would like having more money, would like to have more money. समझ में आया इतना? Understood? This is the most important bit that I wanted you to learn. Now, there's another list like this. But before I show you that list, I want you to take a picture of it. Take a screenshot because in the end of the lesson, we will play a very interesting game. There's live practice as well that's happening today. Done? All right. Now, just like this, there is the gerund list as well. This was infinitive list. That means words with to. Now, there's a gerund list as well. Allow me to show you. Verb plus ing. Verb means, for those people who do not know what a verb is, people may feel really scared. Verb means any word in English that has an action. To begin with, let's just understand that. Write is a verb. Learn is a verb. Understand is a verb. Everything around you that you see, whatever is happening, it's a verb. Okay? Except the names or the qualities. So here we go. Now, with these words, you always use ing with the next word. I repeat, with these words, you always use ing whenever you speak. Extremely important rule. I couldn't have made it easier than this. Extremely important rule. I've seen so many speakers of English who have very good English and they've been speaking English supremely fluently for a lot of years, but they still end up making a lot of mistake with these. So, for example, I'll tell you what the mistake is. Carry on to speak. Hi, carry on to speak. Incorrect English. Hi, carry on speaking. Understood? Very important. I have some examples for you. Enjoy to watch. Incorrect. I enjoy watching. Similarly, I enjoy teaching, not I enjoy to teach. Incorrect. I enjoy reading, not I enjoy to read. So, what you have to do is using any of these five words. If you can do all, that'd be perfect. But any of these five words, minimum, write five sentences in the comments below. Let's see your practice. In case there's any correction that is required, I'll correct. I'll give you feedback on it. But let's start with the practice. Let's see. Let's just practice making sentences using ing after these words. Another one is I suggested going to the park, not I suggested to go to the park. So these are some places where people make mistakes in high stake exams. IELTS is one such high stake exam. And because of that, they end up losing marks. So very important to remember. All right. Excellent. Lovely. Let's move ahead. But there's one special case. And the special case is after look forward to, always use ing. For example, I look forward to hearing from you, not I look forward to hear from you. Similarly, after spend money, spend time, whenever you use this phrase, spend money, spend time, after these phrases, whenever you use the next phrase, always add ing with it. For example, she spent hours looking for information. Correct. She spent hours to look for information. That is incorrect. So whenever you say she spent hours to look, this one is incorrect. Sorry. This is not right. This is incorrect. Similarly, spent a lot of money to buy. This is incorrect. Buying is correct. Similarly, looking is correct. Understood? Extremely important. I'm sorry. Yeah. If you do not follow this, you end up speaking incorrectly during interviews, exams, you end up writing incorrectly as well without you realizing it. Yeah. So make sure to use these rules. Take a screenshot because we'll use it in the game and the exercise that we're going to play now. Thank you. Done? All right. Super. There's one special note that I want to give before we move to the exercise, and that is whenever you use this word like, with this word, both the options are right. You can either say, I like to read, or I like reading. Both are right. Okay? So one doesn't have to be correct here. Both are right. Okay? Thank you. Let's get going. So there's one teeny weeny game that I have for you. Two people are shopping, and one of them said, we've spent over $300 to buy food for the party. So common, right? Everybody ends up saying it. But this is incorrect. So what is the correct version? We spent over $300 buying food for the party. So after spend money, spend time, remember the rule I told you? Spend money, spend time. With the next word, you always use ing. Correct? That's what we're talking about. Ing. So buying food for the party. So ing is the form of the verb, ing form of the verb that we're using after. Because what is spend over $300? It's money, right? So it is ing with the word buying. Remember this, extremely important. All right. Now, this was all about concept clarification. Now is the time for you to practice. So take your pen and paper or open the comments section. I'm now going to show you sentences. What you can do is pause and tell me what your answers are. I repeat, pause and tell me what your answers are in the comments below. It's only for your practice. You can do your self-assessment. First, put your answers and then do your self-assessment. I will show you all the sentences first of all. Let's start. This is the practice section. So these are four sections, four sentences that I want to show you. Have a look at these four sentences, please. All right. Pause the lesson right now. What do you think are the answers in the blank spaces? Read the sentence. There's a word that is given here. You either have to use ing with it or you have to use to infinitive form, that is to with it. So choose one. Either use to or use ing. Now that I've told you the list, you should be able to give all the correct answers, but it's okay, no pressure, even if your answer is wrong. So pause and tell what your answers are. Now, what I'm going to do is I will show you the answers one by one. Okay? I hope you've put your answers in the comments below. I hope you did get a chance to pause the lesson. It's it'd be it'd be stupid if I sort of stop the lesson in between. The ideal scenario would be that you pause the lesson and sort of put your answers in the comments. But let's get started now. When I was a student, we couldn't afford, what do we say, to buy new textbooks, or is it buying new textbooks? What do you think? The correct answer is after afford, we always use. Do we say ing or do we say to? We always say to. So we say to buy new textbooks. To buy new textbooks. Now let's have a look at the next sentence. I was 13 when I first learned how ice skating. What is the correct answer? Again, it is infinitive form. How to ice skate. Okay. Now, number 3, please have a look. What are you most looking forward to do or doing when your course finishes? Look forward to, always use ing form. So look forward to, doing is the correct form. All right. The next one. Keep the soup so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. Keep to stir or keep stirring the soup. With the word keep, the next word that we use is ing form. So it is keep stirring. All right. So these are the correct answers. Afford to buy, learn to ice skate, looking forward to doing, and keep stirring. The most important thing is what the initial word is. Afford, learn, looking forward to, keep. There are 4 more sentences that I have for you. Have a look. These are the 4 sentences, the last 4 sentences, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would like you to pause the lesson, put your answers in the comments, and check your answers when I reveal the answers one by one. Okay? All right. I hope you did get a chance to put your answers in the comments below. Let me now show you what the answers are one by one. Number 5 here. My parents have promised helping me buy a car when I graduate, or helping me, uh, promised to help me, or promised helping me. What do you think it is? It is promised to help. Once again, promised to help. After promise, we always use to with the next word. The children spent a long time choosing the best present, or to choose the best present. Spent time. Remember the rule that I told you. Spend time, next word, always use ing. So it is choosing. Okay. Number 7. I've decided dash medicine at university. Is it decided to study or decided studying? I know it's very common for a lot of people to say decided studying, but the correct answer is after decide. It was the first list that we had seen. Decided to study. Very important. All right. Next one. Our teacher suggested a dash barbecue on the last day of term. So is it suggested having or suggested to have? The correct answer is After suggest, we always use the ing form. So it is suggested having. All right. Bingo. Marvelous. Super. All right. This is the end of the lesson, and I hope you learned something new. Uh, Whichever element you found the most intriguing in this lesson, can you write a simple sentence in the comments below and tell me what was your takeaway? What did you learn in this lesson? A simple sentence will do. We gave a list, two different lists, but if there's any special word that you found very, very interesting, feel free to let me know. The extra practice of this lesson is going to be available on WhatsApp channel. The link of it is available in the description below. Make sure to join the WhatsApp channel should you wish to have the extra practice. And in case you're new to our Cambridge Veritas family, make sure to subscribe and share the lesson with your friends and colleagues and kith and kins and whoever you think can benefit from the knowledge that we've, um, uh, which is useful basically, and that we've shared with each other today. All right. The more we spread, the more we learn. All right. Thank you so much for being a part of this lesson. That's all that we have for today. Loads and loads of love. And I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Until then, take care.